Hello, I'm Susan Fagan, your 9th District State Representative. Thank you for tuning in for my weekly updates on the 2011 session of the legislature. And thank you also for trusting me to represent you and for watching this brief legislative update. You know, as I tape this, the legislature is in the final week of the regular 105-day session. Unfortunately, our colleagues across the aisle have yet to agree on a budget, so a special legislative session is highly likely. This is disappointing news on several fronts, but the fact remains everyone knew the challenges we would face this year when attempting to match spending levels that were only made possible because of the billions of dollars in federal bailout money our state leaders took last year. If the majority party was waiting for the quarterly revenue forecast, we got that on March 17th and should have already had a plan of action based on what we all knew would be less tax collections than promised spending. There really isn't any excuse for the legislature to go into overtime. There's no way to match ongoing spending levels propped up with money we can never expect to receive again, despite state tax collections increasing nearly 14% over the next biennium. Even so, the proposed 2-year budget that begins July 1st spends $2 billion more than the current budget. Another downside to a special session is that when the full legislature is here working, the cost is nearly $20,000 per day. And that's money that could be better used in our schools or spent on programs for our elderly or the disabled. You know, as a citizen legislature that's scheduled to serve part-time, it is a real disservice to those we represent to have us out of town for what could be an additional month or more. You know, if my email inbox is any indications, folks want to see their lawmakers and have us in their communities listening to their concerns and ideas. You know, I have a number of meetings and community visits planned, and I'll let everyone know the dates of the events once I have a better idea of how much longer we'll be here in Olympia. I've been receiving a lot of emails about the budget impact to education, and I want to make sure you know I am responding to each of you personally, and I'm trying to get back to everyone as quickly and thoughtfully as possible. Finally, I've committed to doing all I can in Washington to create an encouraging business environment that will spur job creation. I know government doesn't create jobs in the private sector, but what government does with regard to taxes and regulation is either encourage or discourage job growth. Putting people back to work is the ultimate solution to our state's budgeting. It would lead to more stable communities and generate tax revenue to fund local services. Job creation will ensure a stable state economy. My door is always open, and I welcome feedback on these and other issues. If you need assistance working with a state agency or locating a state service, please call my office directly. If you would like to meet with me, just call my office and we can find a mutually workable date, either in Olympia or at home in the district. Our phone number is 360-786-7942. And if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know. My goal is to provide outstanding constituent services, so never hesitate to contact me. I'm Representative Susan Fagan. Thank you again for allowing me to serve you.